picture though. Or did you fall down?
No, I didn't.
There you are.
Here I am.
Now we're live.
That was interesting. That was interesting.
Always an adventure.
That's fun, yeah. I don't see. We got one question when we pushed this out there a couple of days ago from my buddy Gary.
Oh yeah,
He loves to harass us. What is my home worth, and should I put my home on the market now? Great questions, Gary. Yeah, appreciate that. This is opportunity to say that the market is definitely volatile is a word. I like what somebody else said. It's a moving target. But what's interesting is that is always true, right? And that's. I mean, sure. There's some facts about the current market that are different than usual. I won't argue that. However, this is a great opportunity to tell people that if you really want to know what your home is worth in any given market, it takes more than just looking on a website and saying, "Oh, that's what it's worth." You really need to assess the condition of your home, the location of your home, and then that's where you get to the price. Austin's market has been really strong for a while. And there's a good chance that when this is all over, it's going to continue to be strong comparatively to the rest of the United States. However, what I also find interesting is that it's good to note that real estate is hyper local. That means that different parts of neighborhoods are going to be impacted differently. You're going to see that. And if you doubt that, take a look at your neighborhood and see what your home is worth versus the section that's just a couple of streets down. If you're not in a planned, suburb community, you can say the same is true. Like in Central Austin, the difference between Tarrytown and Pemberton Heights, right across the road, there's a difference. And it's literally, I wouldn't even say it's half a mile. In some cases, it's right across the highway. And you're going to see a difference in pricing and expectations, if you will. So, yeah, it's kind of a moving target right now. There's a couple of builders that have closed their doors. Have they gone out of business? No, they're shutting down until the market's less volatile. And when I say the market, I mean the financial market. There is some mortgage lenders that are doing the same. They're holding off. They're not going to get involved in the market when it's such a big moving target. You probably heard about the Fed funds rate or the Fed rate. That doesn't directly impact mortgage rates. We're going to be posting some stuff about that as well. Mortgage rates have actually been even more volatile. They mimic the stock market more than you would realize. So, what is the state of our market? That is a hard one to peg. It is hard to summarize. It is just interesting that things are still moving. Homes are still selling.
One thing I want to bring up that popped into my head when you were talking about what your house is worth is, I'm not sure of the timeline at this point. It may shift. However, people will start getting in the mail soon their appraised value for property taxes coming up. And one of the things that I've learned is how not difficult, but how involved it is to come up with a way to protest your property taxes.
Yeah.
It's not as simple as, what did other homes sell for in my neighborhood? It's actually not that. And you and I believe, have heard that if you show up to protest your property taxes with only comps for sold houses in your neighborhood, that it's not a very strong argument to the taxing district. So we have had classes in the past with companies that actually protest taxes.
Yeah. And
to be quite honest, on a personal level, I hire a company to protest my taxes because of how involved it is. It's not as simple as just looking up sold properties from your neighborhood, which is easy.
Yeah.
But it's more involved than that. So
and it's going to be interesting to see what happens with that. With all of the other things that have been delayed, federal taxes, all the stimulus talk that's out there. It's going to be interesting to see how our cities and counties respond to that here soon as well. I saw a quote again. I'm not sure the validity of this, but I kind of liked it. It's, when craziness is happening, you're not sure what to do nothing. And you can see that there's companies that are doing that. There's even restaurant companies that instead of doing takeout, they're actually just closing their doors, and they're telling their employees, for now we're closing our doors, and we'll they're letting them go, but they're gonna, hey, as soon as we can open our doors again, you guys will have a job. So there are a lot of people that are just kind of taking a step back. It's like everything's kind of being put on pause. Let's just hold off for a second. So that's definitely going to impact our market.
Take a deep breath. Yeah.
That's right. Take a deep breath.
And just reiterating from the beginning of our Facebook Live is, we're here to help build community.
That's right.
And, what that looks like moving forward, we will adjust as needed.
Yeah.
But since we have lived as a family and as a company in Austin since the late 80s, we're here to answer questions that you might have, or at least direct you where to find those questions. So if you have anything that you need, please feel free to reach out to us.
Yes.
You can send us email at info@theottengroup.com.
Yes.
Chris, the phone number?
512-222-6881. OT1. 222-OT1. Yeah. Definitely. Reach out to us, but also, you see something that's inspirational news, that's something the community can share, just tag it, ought to build community. We want to see these things. You see people giving back, you see people in need, let us know. We want to be able to give back to the community. We want to inspire others to give back as well. There are things that we're doing that we're going to share with you. We really love those ideas. Keep those things going. That's what we're here for. To me, that's what social media is all about. It's let's be there for each other, not dog each other, and not complain at each other. Let's actually be there for each other and use it as an opportunity to come together and share and help. Yeah. Good stuff.
Well, I'm out. I'm done. I don't have anything else to add.
Come on.
It's time to go play in the rain, I think.
Maybe, yeah, but you're how many miles away? Like, we can just sit here and chat and hang out, I'm stuck inside.
I think we'd be boring to everybody if we did that.
Probably so. Probably so, yeah. Well, hopefully this information was helpful. Specifics, man, it's a moving target. So to give you exactly the condition of our market, that's hard. It's similar to what you're seeing in the news with the stock market. Things are going back and forth, but homes are selling. We have had people that have had to take their home off of the market for health concerns. We still have people that want to put their home on the market. They're just having to wait a week or two for other reasons. We've had buyers that, they were going to buy, they're kind of holding off. So, we're seeing it's always going to be the supply and demand factor. We're seeing supply come down a little bit and demand's responding. So it's kind of leveling off each day. It's interesting what's happening, but people are still needing to buy homes. So if you're interested in selling, let us know. We can video conference with you. You can FaceTime with the home and talk to you about it. We can send you documents electronically. If you're a buyer wanting to see a home, if the sellers will permit us to video the home, we'll go video it for you. We'll FaceTime with you.
Yeah.
So
it's about communication.
That's right. We're going to practice, social distancing and staying healthy every part of the way. And of course, we're going to follow the government restrictions. The more we're restricted on these actions, the less we can do. That's fine. But for now, just give us a call, shoot us a question, and we'll help. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Good. All right. Bye. 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 Take care.
Bye.
See if I can turn it off.